We have graphed lines using tables, and today we are going to graph lines using intercepts. Now, you are familiar, especially you football people, football fans and football players, with an interception, right? An interception, a line is going a certain way and it gets cut off by another player. Well, intercepts are where a line crosses the X and Y axis, X or Y axis. The line gets cut off by the X axis or the Y axis. They cross paths, just like in football, the path of the ball and the path of a football player intersect, they cross. Okay? Now, let's define X-intercept and Y-intercept. The X-intercept is where a line crosses the X-axis. X-intercept is where a line crosses the X-axis. So for this point right here, we have this point, for this line right here, we have this point. That would be the X-intercept. That is where the line crosses the X-axis. Notice what is the Y-coordinate of that line. The Y-coordinate of the X-intercept is 0. And that's true of any point on the X-axis, right? Any point on the X-axis, that Y-coordinate is going to be 0. That is going to be something we use to help us in a minute when we're trying to solve for the X-intercept and the Y-intercept. So, this point up here, I don't know why I tried to plot it there. Right there, where it crosses the Y-axis, that is the Y-intercept. The Y-intercept is where a line crosses the Y-axis. Pretty straightforward. Now, what's true about any point on the Y-axis? Well, any point on the Y-axis, the X-coordinate is 0. That's important. We're going to use that in a minute. Okay, so what you need to really know, the X-intercept, where a line crosses the X-axis, the Y-coordinate is always 0. The Y-intercept is where it crosses the Y-axis, and the X-coordinate is 0. Now, what do we do with that? We're going to do a couple of things. The first thing we're going to do is actually just find the X-intercept and the Y-intercept. Here we've got the linear equation, 6x minus 3y equals negative 3. They tell us to find the X-intercept, find the Y-intercept. So this is actually two problems. First thing we're going to do is find the X-intercept. And remember, for the X-intercept, the Y-coordinate is 0 because it's crossing the X-axis, so the Y-coordinate is 0. So we're going to substitute 0 in for Y. So we're going to say 6x minus 3 times Y is going to be 0 equals negative 3. So we get 6x equals negative 3. We're going to divide both sides by 6, and x is negative 3/6, which is negative 1/2. Just leave that as a fraction. Don't go changing anything to decimals. So the X-intercept, that is a point. It is the point negative 1/2, 0. This line is going to cross the X-axis at negative 1/2, 0. The next thing we need to find, and I wrote too big really here, is we need to find the Y-intercept. The Y-intercept is where the X-coordinate is 0. So wherever X is in that equation, we're going to let it be 0. So we're going to say 6 times 0 minus 3y equals negative 3. 6 times 0 is 0. So we have negative 3y equals negative 3. We're going to divide both sides by negative 3, and we get y is 1. So the Y-intercept here, the X-coordinate is 0, the Y-coordinate is 1. So this line crosses the X-axis at negative 1/2, 0, and 0, 1. Now, I want you to, I'm going to draw a little line here since I took too much space. I want you to find the x-intercept and the y-intercept of this linear equation right here. To find the x-intercept, I let y be 0. I plugged 0 in for y. I got x was 2. So the x-intercept is the point 2, 0. And to find the y-intercept, I let x be 0. So I plugged 0 in for x. I solved for y. I got the point 0, negative 8. So that's the x-intercept of this line and the y-intercept of this line. If you missed anything, fix it before you go on to the next problem. This next part is going to be pretty easy peasy. It says to draw the line that has the given intercepts. They've given us the intercepts. All they want us to do is draw the line. So they gave us the x-intercept. So the x-intercept crosses the x-axis. So the y coordinate is 0. And the y-intercept crosses the y-axis. So the x coordinate is 0. So we're going to graph these 2 points. 5, 0, what are they counting by? They're counting by 2, so 2, 4, 5, 0 is on the x-axis. It's about right there. 0, 4 is about right there. I'm going to draw a line through those points, put arrows on the end. I don't have an equation, so I don't have to name it. There's the line that has those 2 intercepts. You pause the video and see if you can graph the line that has an x-intercept of 2 and a y-intercept of negative 3. Does your line match mine? Okay, a couple things to point out. This function is decreasing, this function is increasing, right? We'll be talking about that the whole time we talk about functions, which is a lot of the year. Okay, one more thing we're going to do. We have found the x-intercept and y-intercept. We have graphed with the x-intercept and y-intercept. Now we're going to put it together. They've given us a linear equation. We're going to find the intercepts and we're going to graph. So first thing we have is x plus 2y equals 4. We're going to find the x-intercept first. What's true about every x-intercept? Since it crosses the x-axis, the y value is 0. So we're going to solve. And we get x is 4. So the x-intercept is the point 4, 0. Then we're going to find the y-intercept. What's true about the y-intercept? Crosses the y-axis, so the x value is 0. So we're going to plug 0 in for x. We get a little one-step equation to solve. And we get the point 0, 2. So I've got the point 4, 0, since they're counting by ones, that goes right here. Got the point 0, 2, that goes right here. I have 2 points, so I can draw a line. Don't forget your arrows. Don't forget your name. X plus 2y equals 4. All right, you try this next one. Find the x-intercept and y-intercept, graph it, then turn the video back on and check it. I got my x-intercept was 6, 0. My y-intercept was 0, negative 6. So there's my x-intercept, there's my y-intercept, there's my line, there's my name, I have my arrows. Okay, we will do some work with intercepts in class.